What is up, YouTube? Chase Oliver 68 here, bringing you my Friday night SmackDown review for August 26, 2011. SmackDown was live in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. But before I go on, as I plug new guys into the YWC, or whatever the hell you want to call this on YouTube, get their channels exposed, please check out Hart Rider, I think his name is. Just check out Hart Rider, link in the description down below. So, anyways, guys, SmackDown kicked off with Canada's hero himself, Hall of Famer Bret the Hitman Hart. Bret Hart comes to the ring, wearing the same gear he wore at WrestleMania 26. Legend, no doubt. So Bret Hart starts talking about how it's great to be here. It's great to be a Canadian. And all of a sudden, if you close your eyes, Christian comes out. And Christian basically does the same old, I want my world title back. I need it back. I demand a rematch. And then Bret Hart calls him a disgrace of all Canadians. Christian basically says, no, it's in this piece of paper. He gives him like a random stupid piece of paper, and it looks like something for Bret Hart to read, because obviously Bret Hart's probably doesn't even remember any of the lines because he's so old. And freaking Christian's like, I get an automatic rematch and I want it soon. And Bret Hart says, well, I'm the special guest general manager and I'm going to give it to you next Tuesday on SuperSnackdown in a steel cage. So fans go crazy, and this leads to Mark Henry coming out. Mark Henry's pissed off. He wants his title shot. So he looks to attack to Hitman and Christian. But Sheamus comes out to the ring, makes a save, and that was the opening segment. Good opening segment in my opinion. Led up to what's going to be shown for next week's SmackDown, actually promoting that show to make it really super. What else? You also got Mark Henry being involved. Makes sense. He's the #1 contender. And you got Sheamus involved. So you added the main event in there. There's no Teddy Long. Good opener. But this leads to Bret Hart saying Christian has a match. So Christian kind of stays in the ring and he just chills. And all of a sudden he faces Daniel Bryan, Mr. Money in the Bank winner. Good match between the two. Very good action. Good chemistry. Nice, well done TV match. It was kind of slow at some points and a little bit choppy, but it was good to watch. But Christian wins. Now, last week you all saw my SmackDown review how I ranted Daniel Bryan should have win matches. In this case, it makes sense why Daniel Bryan did not win, as Christian's getting a world title shot next week on SmackDown. Now, WWE, I'm thinking this. Would you rather have had Christian just face someone else, like a Jomo or someone that you guys really don't give two shits about, to have Christian win against? And you could have given Daniel Bryan a win, because I'm sorry, folks. I know Daniel Bryan won on Superstars, but I don't give two fucks about Drew McIntyre, because WWE has made his name so irrelevant, it's not even funny. It's a name that you don't even care about anymore. That's how irrelevant his name is. It's like people say, let's push Drew McIntyre. Yeah, we talk about who he deserves a push. But just because Daniel Bryan beats him on freaking Superstars doesn't mean, like, oh, his losing streak's over. You're trying to build this guy's Money in the Bank. And you wanted to beat opponents that are former world champions or former main eventers or guys that are big time. Drew McIntyre is not big time. Christian is a big time superstar. Why couldn't you just have, I don't know, you had a SummerSlam rematch between Mark Henry and Sheamus. Why couldn't you just do Wade Barrett and Daniel Bryan? But I digress. Good match. Right guy got put over. Oksana comes out and does a shitty... Fuck it, I don't even gonna talk about this. So then we had a local jobber versus Wade Barrett. Wade Barrett basically puts it as this: I shake the map of all the WWE. I've done it all. I changed this industry to what it was. And the fact that I have to face this guy, who I don't even know the name of, it's just not worth my time. And Wade Barrett basically puts down the mic, leaves. I thought it was a good segment. Probably mixed reactions here, but I thought it was a good segment just because Wade Barrett told the truth. Why the hell is he freaking on SmackDown? Why the hell is he facing some local jobber? Shouldn't Wade Barrett beat Mr. Money in the Bank on SummerSlam? Shouldn't he be doing something better than this? Like, really? So, it makes sense to me why they did that. I liked it. Showed more to Wade Barrett's character. Moving on, we got Sin Cara. For now on, I'm just going to call him Sin Cara, no Sin Cara shit, because it seems like Mystico is getting his ass out of that company due to what happened. I guess he got sent home from the tapings. Now, I just have a question for anyone who went there live, or just someone in general, because I was confused as fuck. Who was wrestling that match with Heath Slater? Some say it was Hunico. Some were saying it was actually Mystico. I couldn't tell fucking shit difference. I literally couldn't tell. So, it looked like it was Mystico and stuff. But also the funniest moment of this match was the fan. There was a fan that WWE, I guess, didn't catch in time. A fan really screamed this, and go watch it. It's hilarious. He goes, "We've seen this already!" He like screams it. I was laughing my ass off. Because if you guys did not know, SmackDown had a botch Sin Cara, whichever one it was, Hunico or Mystical, I don't really care, but I just want to know, botched so bad that they had to retape this match and make it shorter. My prediction was that Mystico botched the first match, and then they told little Luis, "Get the fuck out of here. We got Hunico to replace your ass." So who knows? But the good thing about this is they showed a SmackDown rebound showing Del Rio and Sin Cara, how Del Rio was attacking Daniel Bryan. Sin Cara came up for the save, and then it announces Sin Cara versus Del Rio next week on SmackDown. I like it because, you know, it's giving the WWE champions something to do next week, and it's continuing a little bit of this little, not really big time feud, but a little mini scuffle between the two, as I like to call it. So I'm going to be enjoying the match, whether it be Hunico or Mystico, whichever fucking O is in the Sin Cara suit. I think it would be a good, entertaining match. I don't think Del Rio would have worked with the real-life Mystico. For all you CMLL fans, we all know their history with each other. Not so great. Speaking of not so great, we got a Divas match. Kelly versus Tamina. Who do you think won this one? Was it Tamina? No, it was Kelly. Nah. I don't really want to talk about it. The only thing I want to talk about is how Natalya kind of had one of those little video segments that they show at the entrance. She couldn't have come out and cut a promo or attack Kelly at the end. No. Instead, Natalya just had a little video promo basically saying, "Oh, yeah, you're the Divas champion, Kelly. Whatever. Then we get on to Randall Keith Orton versus Ted DiBiase. I'm trying to make a dollar sign. But anyways, it's Cody Rhodes is in the corner of Ted DiBiase because Cody Rhodes is the life coach. He's trying to help you make your life better, guys. I'm here to make your life better. Basically how Cody Rhodes sounds like to me, in my honest opinion. But anyways, solid match between the two. Orton and Ted DiBiase did their stuff. Orton wasn't really a main feature on this show. It was more featured for the SummerSlam rematch between Henry and Sheamus, and I was fine with that, you know, because Henry and Sheamus was a match that was okay at SummerSlam, and they wanted to make it seem more worthwhile and build up Sheamus and Henry. Orton's already established, made sense. Now many people are probably gonna be like, did Chase really just say this, Daddy? Randall Keith Orton wins the match. I thought it was the right decision because mainly Randy Orton's in the main event for Super SmackDown. He is the World Heavyweight Champion. You need him to look strong, so that way he can basically win the world. He's winning on fucking Super SmackDown. I don't care what anyone else says. Christian wins. I swear to God, I'll make my Super or what. Well, I can't say Super SmackDown review. You guys will see in the update video, but I'll punch myself in the nuts whenever I make another video when I come back from moving. So basically, Orton wins, but what happens? The more important thing happens. Cody Rhodes, Crossroads, DiBiase puts a bag over his head. Is this hinting to Cody Rhodes DiBiase feud? Boy, I hope so. Turn Ted face now, WWE, before it's too late. We get big boy Ezekiel Jackson. Here's what you call domination versus fucking Great Khali. This match was just standard punching. Ezekiel Jackson gets up for the torture rack. Khali no-sells that shit. Khali doesn't even look like he's hurt. He's like, that's what Khali looked like. It was like fucking stupid. Come on, sell that shit, Khali. Ezekiel wins. He wasn't wearing his automatic Judgment Strikes. Just a freaking sloppy match between two big men that really are not good in the ring together. Then we get on to Randy Orton cutting a great promo. Randy Orton basically talks about how he's going to kick Christian's ass. Seen that promo? Go watch the one at Capital Punishment, before Capital Punishment. I believe they have that promo too, or the Money in the Bank contract signing. So then we get on to the main event of the evening. Sheamus versus Mark Henry in a SummerSlam rematch. Mark Henry and Sheamus have a match, you know. It was standard. It was not like their SummerSlam match. There was a cool spot where Sheamus reverses Mark Henry's like he was pressing him up, and then Sheamus reverses it to a DDT. That was a cool spot. But in the end, Sheamus wins by countout. I don't know why they did that. Mark Henry is your number one contender, and Sheamus wins by countout. I get it why, because they want to make Sheamus still look good as a face, and not make Mark Henry look too weak as a heel. But why make him win by countout? But in the end, it doesn't really matter. Sheamus' win is kind of overshadowed as Mark Henry and him get into a little brawl, reversing a bunch of moves, not like wrestling moves, just like reversing strikes, so that way they start hitting each other on the outside. Steel steps. Mark Henry ends up strong with the world's strongest slam on steel steps, raises his hand high, and basically that's the end of it. So overall, this SmackDown, did it entertain me? Yeah, somewhat. It wasn't like overly like me being like, God, I'm so into it. It made me into Super SmackDown. That was good. I like how Super SmackDown was really featured in this. I just wish it would be clear what's with Mark Henry. Is he getting the Night of Champions match or what? But other than that, this SmackDown was decent at best. I would give it a C plus. Mainly just a C. Give it a solid C. It was just, it didn't keep me entertained to the point it made me want to watch next week's SmackDown more than this SmackDown, which is kind of bad because, I want to be looking forward to every SmackDown. I'll be like, God, I can't wait for the one that's coming out next week. Like, they're promoting this show really good because there's going to be Raw superstars, and next week they did a good job building up to next week. So, and Cody Rhodes did turn on Ted DiBiase. I just wish Natalya got involved. And where the fuck are the Usos? You could have put freaking Cuddy and Otunga in that match, in the match with them on SmackDown. Then I would have rocked the McGill-Cuddy hat. Come on, WWE, think. But anyways, guys, this is Chase Oliver 68 here. Make sure you guys subscribe to Hut Rooter or whatever his YouTube channel name is. I think it has a bunch of numbers at the end. Follow me on Twitter. Add me on Skype. Be sure to go on my channel Sunday to watch an important announcement of what's going on for next week. So Sunday night, it's not going to be like Joda Show's decision, which was like 28 fucking minutes long. Alright guys, this is Chase Oliver 68 and I say peace.